This generation seriously lacks empathy. And before you jump at my throat, before you come at me, and before you say some of the most ignorant shit known to man, obviously I'm not blaming this generation. This generation didn't decide one day I'm gonna wake up and be a raging narcissist. I'm gonna be such an asshole. I'm gonna be such a cunt. Some people had to be mean in order to survive. Some people had to scream, bite, and turn off their humanity, like, the Vampire Diaries type vibe. Turn it off in order to survive. Being raised in a household that did not show you kindness, love, decency, and respect, I'm not expecting you to be an angel, the second coming of Christ, be loving, be caring, when you were never taught that and never shown that ever. But to sit here and be like, as we progress, that the generations are getting better with showing love, showing sympathy, and showing compassion, you know for a fact that's going to be a lie. Empathy has been dead for a very long time, and there's been studies about it. I believe, recording back to the 1970s, it's been dead for a long time, but in my opinion, it is getting severely worse. Growing up as a teenager and consuming content here and there, the craziest thing that was ever done was when Logan Paul went into the forest and filmed people who were unalived. That's the craziest thing. But now you have OF girlies, the Bonnie Blue who slept with 1,000 people, and some other OF girl that's trying to like top her. The petting zoo that she does. Andrew Tate. You've had some crazy ass people saying some really crazy, idiotic things, all for attention, all for clout, and they're not even getting fully canceled. Instead they're getting fully endorsed. There's one and two things. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I don't know, like, what's the word? Hypocritical, and be like, oh my God, I hate Andrew Tate. There are some things I do admire when he says, like, okay, if you're a boy and you're tall and you're short, there ain't shit you could do about it. Build yourself up. Am I for Andrew Tate? No. Some of the things that he said, I disagree. But some of the things when it comes to like having respect for yourself and women should be protected and cared about, I do agree. Again, not the biggest Andrew Tate, but I'm very neutral when it comes to a lot of things. Bonnie Blue, I can't stand. Going back to the conversation at hand, these people have done some crazy ass things. Look at the wars that is going on. We've seen what happened to Ukraine. We've seen what happened to Palestine. We've seen the people who were suffering in Afghanistan. We've seen all of those things and we're desensitized. Personally, for me, I've seen so many Palestinian children deceased, blown up, ripped apart in pieces, and I'm so programmed to seeing all of that because I just took in all of that. And if I had to feel it, I don't think I'd be able to stomach it. You know what I mean? Like when you're so used to seeing so many dead bodies and you're not seeing it in real time. I obviously know I'm not physically there, but you're seeing all of these images that is making your stomach churn. Of course, you're going to be desensitized. There are people out there making fun of that situation. There are people out there laughing about it. Again, I am not the biggest Charlie Kirk fan, but there are people out there making fun of that situation. Ha ha ha, kiki. And social media has driven those people who are mean, ignorant, evil, and satanic all together. There are people out there that spread hate and they have some of the biggest crowds. Like, oh my God, women should have no body count, zero body count. They should be in the kitchen all the time. I will treat them like shit. I will hit them, beat them into submission. You remember that pastor's like, if you beat your wife and she calls the cops on you, that woman is Satan. There are people out there endorsing some of the most evil shit that could be possibly said. You have Pearl, that weird ass girl who is just like, I understand how 16-year-old girls are attractive and 25-year-old girls are not. That's why she still doesn't have a man. Sorry, not sorry. There are people out there that endorse pedophilia behavior. Hello, there are people out there, and I talked about this over and over. People making fun of Cassie, people making fun of Celeste, people making fun of Giselle. There are people out there that lay it all on the ground and they get made fun of. They say, oh, keep things off of the internet, but that is the only way we're connected. Sit down on a train and see how many people are on the phone and how many people are having conversations. Go to a restaurant and see how many people are talking to each other. Every 5 seconds, they're on the phone. You have people out there that think being a mean, cynical asshole is amazing, that will sit down there and be like, oh my God, look at your oversized lips. Oh my God, you're so flat chested. Oh my God, you have no ass. Oh my God, look at them stretch marks. Oh my God, look at those dark circles, those hyperpigmentation. There are women out there that get off on kicking other women down to the ground. They love bullying other women. And sometimes Down the line they regret it. Majority of times they don't, because they're endorsed by other women. Scroll on your TikTok, your Instagram, your reel, whatever. Scroll on YouTube Shorts and see how far you could go without seeing a hate comment, without seeing some hateful ass shit. You can't go very far, can you? The main point that I'm trying to say is empathy has died a very, very long time ago. I remember this trend on TikTok, that I did. And I was talking about how my neighbor groped my ass. And I was kind of like 16, 17 at the time. And I stood there in silence. You know what women and men commented under my page? They're like, I bet your ass liked it, didn't you? I bet you wanted it, didn't you? Yeah, you look like the type. Women and men were tag teaming me and just shitting on me. One girl was in the comments defending me and be like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you people? Where is your head? Where's your heart at? And people ignored her and just kept coming at me. Am I saying I wanted some sympathy or some compassion? No, but I'm saying situations like this occur on a daily, where you feel your body shuts down on you. And then you have the internet just... Another girl I saw, this was recent, where she said, you know that American Dad thing, like, Tony, or like, I forgot his kid's name, sit down, this is why you keep getting molested. And she did that as her background, and she was kind of like showing a story where she goes like, when you're play fighting with your stepdad and he takes it too far. And then I think in like the description she goes into more details, and then somebody commented, why did you keep going back? A part of you liked it. So if a part of you liked it, is it really SA? And there were men out there just blowing up that guy's likes, because you know you could hard comments on Instagram. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, the compassion, the love, the sympathy, the empathy of trying to understand somebody, the need to shame somebody and pull them down is greater than love and compassion. We're so quick to be shut down on a lot of things. You're struggling, so am I. Get over it. I'm not saying you go out there and you pour into every single person's cup, but 9 times out of 10, all that person needs from you is to listen. That's it. A lot of us are lonely. As much as we like to say, oh, social media connects us, it has disconnected us by far. Political views is another poison. Are you a Trump supporter? Are you a Trump supporter? You're a Trump supporter? We don't sit down here and we don't listen. My thing is, and I'll always be on this, is I will never meet hate with hate. I'm never going to pay evil back with evil. If you feel like I should be in the kitchen, I'm not sitting here and arguing with you. If you feel like LGBTQ rights don't matter, I'm not sitting down here and arguing with you. I just don't have it in me. If you feel like abortion rights don't matter, I am not arguing with you. All I could do is try to educate you on my beliefs and why I feel the way that I feel. But I'm not going to be like, your mother should have swallowed. I'm not going to be hateful. I'm not going to be crazy. I'm not going to try to snuff your light out. Because why? It causes more separation. Instagram separates us and put us into these piles. So when people oppose our opinions, we get angry, we get hateful, we get critical. Look at all of the things that goes on in this world and look at the comments. People are so quick to laugh at Celeste, a girl that was brutally, I don't even know if she was killed or not, but she was chopped up and found in a Tesla. I don't know if she OD'd, because autopsy reports still haven't came out. There are people out there that sit down and laugh at other people when they're down. And you're gonna sit here and tell me empathy is all the way up, that we are more compassionate than ever? We're not. We're more separated. We're more angry. We're more hostile. We're more hateful. And hateful find each other. They find each other. As social media progresses, you get to see people's evil, narcissistic side to them. I'm not saying everybody should be an angel, but I'm not saying shitty ass behavior should be endorsed. That is just how I feel. That is just my opinion. I'm hoping the best for the next generation. But again, I am not sitting down here and fully blaming this generation. The generation before that had to be a leading cause in what is going on now. It's just getting more ramped up. And social media, in my opinion, is fully to blame. Oh, but social media and real life are not the same. Yes, it is. People could say some of the most craziest shit to you online, and they could say it to your face. Some people genuinely don't care. Some people will spend the rest of their life in jail because their pride won't allow them to like walk away. That being said, let me know how you feel. Educate me. If you're going to be angry, hateful, and hostile, I will delete that shit. As always, love yourself, take care of yourself, be there for yourself, and I'm wishing you the best. Kindness is rare. It would not kill you to give it to yourself and to others. It's free to be an asshole. It's also free to be kind. I'll see you for the next time. Bye.